Hey guys, how you doing? jpsarrireviews here, and welcome again to another video. Now, in today's vlog, I want to first and foremost, I want to thank God for the gift of having life and to be able to come to a new year. 2025 is here, and being able to enjoy life, to have health, to have a family, people who I love, to be surrounded by people who care about me, but also the ability and the power to create content, to produce this content and bring it to you every chance I get. I'm so blessed by it. It's a gift. And 2025, as every other year, comes with a lot of hopes and dreams and desires. I wish that this year could be the best for this channel. I hope also that more than anything, not more than the channel, to be a year of blessing, a breakthrough for my family in all the areas, financially, emotionally, spiritually, in everything, in every area. But also I wish that for every viewer, every person who comes to this channel, I have a lot of resolutions. I have a lot of plans and goals and dreams, and there's a lot of things. As you know, I'm in the process of buying a new home, selling my existing home, and I'm filming this, we're already in the process. We have interested buyers, and we're in the process of closing those deals, and that works. Technically it's becoming now a buyer's war, who can give me more money technically. So we're in that process. And we already have an eye on a house. We had initially an eye on a house. Didn't pan out so well. Things didn't wear in line in the way we want them to be. The house, in this market, I live in South Carolina, one of the hottest places in the market and the housing market in the United States right now. A lot of people are moving to this area. So there's not many houses available, particularly we wanted a new home. And they're used homes, but the prices are just skyrocketing. It's just amazing the way prices are going up. I wanted to find a house where I was feeling comfortable price-wise, payment-wise. Even though we're selling our house, we're making profit out of it and making some money to put it in the new home. We wanted, we didn't want to be strapped into something that was a bit more uncomfortable for us. And we are very budget conscious, my wife and I would say mainly my wife has always been. And that's one of the reasons I can afford to have the lifestyle that I have and to have collectibles and buy things. Has always been because she's very good managing money. 2025, that's the first resolution, of course. Finalize everything, move into the new home, set up a studio, my place where I can start filming again, or put all my collectibles, get them out of the boxes again, have everything ready, and start building content. That is one of the biggest resolutions that I have this year. But I think the most important resolution to have for 2025, it's my spiritual life. I definitely need to get back on track with my faith. As you know, I'm a Christian. I have mentioned many times I'm a Christian, but it's been years since some of you may know, I used to be a pastor. I used to pastor churches. I used to pastor youth. I used to actually minister in worship. I used to be a worship leader. All those things. It's been technically around the same time that I've been, that haven't really done much. It's been probably 12 or more years. Almost, I would say 15 years since I started doing the things that I was called to do. And I feel that I need to go back to those things. I feel that I'm in a place in my life where I find the calling again to start being of service of people, to love people. First of all, to love God more than anything else, but also to love people, to reach people in my community, to do things that, I earn my heart and my wife's heart to do, to love and to serve and to minister people. The love of Christ, and doesn't mean that, that I want to go back to be religious. I don't want to be religious in my life. That's something that I hate, is religion. But I do believe in relationship with God, and I do believe that He is there for all of us. So that's my main goal, is to get closer to God, really get closer to the things that are deep inside of me, that, I feel that there's a calling that is saying, it's time. I think God has given me enough time to the things that I love to do. I want to give Him the time because He has been so good to me all my life, and I can feel His presence in everything in my life. It's His favor that I treasure the most. It's His presence in my life. So that is the most important thing for me right now. My family, of course, my daughter, she's coming to live with us. She's going through some struggles as well with her husband, so she's going to be with us. One of the reasons why we decided to also buy a house. But having kind of healed some areas in our life where our relationship was a little bit broken. I think God is giving me the opportunity to heal that area with my daughter. have better communication with her. And I think I'm so blessed in the opportunity that my wife and I we have to have her. It's also a joy to minister to your children, even when they're grown and they're adults and they're making decisions for their life, and sometimes they also go through pain and experiences that are difficult to deal with. It's good when you have the relationship with your kids. And I'm treasuring that. That is my only child, and she's always been a blessing. So I'm really looking forward to spending more time with her, with the family, everything. Of course, as you know, I went to Mexico, and I'll have a couple of videos about things that happened. I mentioned in my Christmas video that my niece was diagnosed with leukemia, and she's battling through it. I went there, spent time with my family, my parents, my brother, and his family a little bit. He was in the hospital for the most part, so I didn't get the chance to spend more time with him. But I was able to be there, and now she's out of the hospital, which is great. She's doing great. She has a lot of energy. She's 9 years old, full of energy, very bossy. That is the women in our family. They're very bossy. So she was bossing people around, even the nurses. But she's energetic. And she's such a smart little kid. She's so kid. She's really tall. By now, she's going to be a tall kid, But she is really, really a joy. And I'm so glad that God is doing the process. Of course, there were some scary moments, things sometimes that, we were, praying hard for her healing. And she's going through the process. It's going to be a lengthy process. But she's responding well to treatment, to the chemo, and to the doctors. And, she's, the family is there. I was able to spend some time with my nephew. My nephew is a bit on the he's super, super smart. He's a super smart kid. He can build anything. He's just a joy to have. But he's on the spectrum a little bit. So he's so into like anything. You give him something, puzzles and everything, he solves anything. Math, he's just super, super bright. He was playing some game where a lot of geometry games. It's like he was explaining to me everything, and I was like, I will tell you honestly, I am smart, but I'm not that smart. And he was just going on and telling me how to build this and that. It was just amazing. So it was good because I haven't really spent so much time. Last time I saw him, he was just a little kid. And now I see him just like, going into that puberty. He's, I think, turning 12. So he's just like, he was into it. And it was fun. I did enjoy that opportunity to be with the family. It was just a blessing. And that is something that I want to do more this year. I want to travel more. That's something that I always do. I try to do as much as I can, but I want to travel more, visit family, spend more time with family. That's a big goal. And definitely with my job, I love my job. A job is a job at the end of the day. I definitely don't have many goals in reference to the job. Of course, like everyone else, goal is always to move up. Resolutions are important, but I think goals are better. And yes, I would love to make more money like everyone else. I would love to do this, but I'm not necessarily as keen anymore as I once was to move up in the ladder into the business world. I want to spend my life doing the things that I love. I think that's something that I was listening to a friend recently. We were talking, and she was telling me, a good friend, she was telling me that she'd rather do what she loves. Money's not as important to her at that point. And it really kind of revitalized some of that thing in me, in my head, about the things that are important. I want to do what I love. I love to do this. I love to create content. I love to not only create content reviews of this or that. I want to make content that really brings impact into people's lives, that brings joy and peace, but also makes people think. So, I want to expand this channel. JP Sarri Reviews. I don't know how JP Sarri Reviews is going to evolve. I want to continue doing what I do, loving, every moment of it, creating content, trying to make an impact, trying to bring people joy and peace, but also good messages. I want to, to dedicate now time to my faith-based channel that has been very dormant. I don't know how I'm going to do it. I definitely am praying for God to guide me through that. It's definitely this time of the year when a lot of times Christians, we pray and we fast. Maybe I dedicate a little more time to that too, to really find guidance in what I need to do, because I definitely need to do something with that channel. The podcast, I definitely want to go back to podcasts, having conversations. I enjoy the conversations I have with content creators, but also with artists, with people who are involved in the industries that I love and the hobbies that I love. There's always insight, that more than just talking about products and things that are inanimate, to talk about with people, because at the end of the day, the center of everything is people. And I want to be able to pick. I always enjoy that. I have made so many good friends that I enjoy having these conversations. They flow naturally. And that we can see that we are very similar, even though sometimes we are in different parts of the world, of the planet. It's always good to see that at the end of the day, people, we are the same. We relate in so many things. We're looking for the same things. We all need love. We all need forgiveness. We all need acceptance. So it's just always important to remember that. So yeah, that's another part of the resolution that I have. Of course, doing that with my gaming channel, which I'm a gamer. Although I haven't kind of been playing as much games, I still enjoy gaming. I do love to, game and play and talk about games. Retro games is my main thing, but I love first-person shooter. I love a lot of games. I love to talk about games. So it's something that is something innate in me since I was a kid. I just love it. So yeah, this year it comes with so many things in my heart, that first and foremost, I want to do what's right. I want to use the time wisely, not to waste it, just to create content for the sake of content creation. I want to create content that has impact, that really can be remembered, that people can go back 10 years, 12 years from now, and they say, oh, wait, this is still helping. I have videos that I have created that still are impacting people in one way or another. I want to create those type of videos that really people can go back. Sometimes we do videos for the moment, and it's part of the process of content creation. But those videos fade away. I want to create content that actually has an impact, that continues to produce and impact people's lives, and also bring joy and peace, but also good messages, and also help people, because at the end of the day, it's about helping people. What is it that we have to offer, as content creators? I think sometimes in this hobby, it's more about what we gather, and particularly when talking about collecting things. But what can we offer to the world, to other people, to make an impact? One thing is to gather and have everything that is offered. Another thing is just to give away everything. At the end of the day, material things are not as important to me. As a collector, I collected many things, but those things are not the end of it all. They're not everything to me. As I mentioned earlier, my relationship with God is more important. My relationship with my wife is more important. With my kid, with my daughter is more important. With my family, with everyone around me, with my friends, with the people who I care about. And that's what I want to leave at the end of the day. After every video is done, I want someone to find what they're looking for, hear at least some hint of something, of hope, of help. They feel that, they also matter, because whatever you go through matters too. So you are important to me. At the end of the day, you are the person who I'm serving in one way or another. As a content creator, I'm serving you one way or another. And I enjoy when you get the opportunity to be served. And that's what matters in the end. I don't do this for the fame. I don't do this for the money. I don't do this for the accolades. I don't do this for recognition. I do this because this mattered to me too. So my friends, I want to say thank you very much. Happy 2025. God bless. Take care. Stay tuned for this year. Send ideas in the comments. Let me know what is it that you would like to see in this channel. What is the things that you like about this channel? How you connected with this channel? And what are the things that you would like to see more in 2025? Let me know. Give me ideas. Maybe we can work on those things. It's so many things that we can do, but most importantly, how is it that you need to be served in 2025? My friends, I'll see you around. Bye-bye.